Wanna tell lies. She don't wanna tell lies. She just wanna feel alive. Wanna tell lies. She don't wanna tell lies. She just wanna test drive. Dying on the west side. I'll see you in the next life. What do you want, babe? I don't like when you don't, man. You've been calling the wrong name. I said, what do you want, babe? I'm working on my aim. I'm hoping you do the same. You got me afraid again. So let me just pray again. You gon' jump through hoops. Know how many lines you'll do. Won't matter when you lose. Everything I've done for you. She don't wanna tell lies. She don't wanna tell lies. She just wanna feel alive. She just wanted more time. I'm looking for a long ride. She just wanna test drive. Dying on the west side.
Raspy Voice Kids in the building.
I'll see you in the next life.
Yeah, Raspy Voice Kids in the building. You are with the
Sacrificial
Rvk
life,
Live Call In
waiting
Show.
on the
It's
ones who
called or text.
didn't fight.
If
I told you
call
not
us
to
when we miss it,
waste my
leave a voicemail
fucking
because we
time.
will call
I
you back.
told you never
Text us
sing
if you
the
want to text
song
us.
you like.
That's probably easier. Text us if you want us to call you, and then we can call you. Text us with questions, with comments. You can make your comments here on the YouTube stream. We will respond to them as we go. We interviewed Sean Kovich today, the head men's golf coach at WVU. We interviewed Shane Lyons, sorry. He is the athletic director for WVU. He's the boss of 18 different programs, 18 different head coaches. And he also is the associate vice president of West Virginia University. He also happens to be a Parkersburg boy just like us. But it's not just that. We talked about just ketchup going hot dogs because we put a poll out because there's been so much talk about it. Lots of hot dog Nazis out there telling you what you can and can't do. And like always, we stay talking about whatever y'all want to talk about. So holla at you boys. Get at us. Raspy Voice Kids Live in the building. Go follow our new accounts. We have Raspy Voice Kids gear. See, I got a new hoodie. It's my hoodie. There it is. If you can't see. Anyway. Yeah, I'll come on camera. There you go. I also hate Pitt. Jay and Fiend hooked me up with it. Jeremy's got his. Jay and Fiend on the side. I love the script on that Raspy Voice, Jay. You look dope. But we're getting the microphone batteries together. Got a little concoction over here because if you don't know, I've been trying to die for the last week or so. Hopefully I'm coming out of it. I got lots of medicine on board, and maybe this concoction will help a little bit. I'm looking to see. Am I missing? It said there were 6 on, but I'm not seeing the chat. All right, so there's 10 people on. If you got something to say, say it. If there's something you want us to talk about, tell us. The Raspy Voice Kids will talk about whatever there is to talk about. We want to talk about what you want to talk about. Issa and Wes Harris is probably the biggest deal going right now. People speculating about.
Okay, I'm in the building. I'm in the building now.
Jay and Fiend's back with us. But a lot of people, what's up, Sean Burke? Lots of people want to know why Issa and Wes got suspended. The RVK is here to tell you.
That we don't know either.
Wrong.
Why they get suspended?
I just got a hot scoop.
All right, the hot scoop. Go ahead.
They were suspended because they violated athletic department rules. Basically, to break it down, they did some stuff they wasn't supposed to, or they didn't do some stuff that they were supposed to. That's what we know so far. There was this funny rumor going around that Wes and Issa were in the locker room making fun of the little general, throwing pepperoni rolls at each other in the locker room. Hugs came in. There was an altercation. That is fake. It's not true. It was somebody who stole the Metro News moniker or the avatar
and made something hilarious.
Hilarious.
Actually, the truth is when you first
got their account suspended for it, by the way. Yeah. So
when you first said it to me, I thought that was
I thought it was real too.
At first when you first said it to me, I was like, "What? Really?"
But let's give a shout out real quick.
Yeah.
No wonder we're missing calls. We're not missing any calls, I promise you.
Yeah. Okay. So what were you saying?
So, when I saw it, I thought it was real. It was hilarious. Not because it's okay, but because like, how could that ever be possible? And really, we don't know what actually happened. It doesn't matter. The season's abysmal. Those guys weren't playing like leaders. Wes Harris more than Issa, but Issa was definitely not playing like a 4-year senior, not like a 4-star recruit, not like a guy who's the 53rd person to score 1,000 points in West Virginia basketball history. And somebody said last night, addition by subtraction. I think that's what you're getting.
Yeah, and it's another opportunity to get these young guys in there to actually get a lot more reps, to actually get a lot more things taking place so they can get on there and see what we got for next year. We've been saying this for a while. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Well, now we're at a spot where we have none of the people that we thought were going to be on the squad. Issa gone, starter. Harris gone, starter. Beetle supposed to be back. They're hoping that he's going to be back for Saturday, but if he's not, he's gone. That sags 2. That's 4 of the starting 5 that aren't going to be there. What's that mean? It's a youth movement. It's a youth movement. We're going to see the other kids actually get in the game and play with some consistency and build some kind of rapport with each other. Chemistry, absolutely.
All right. We got a text from Jared from Panama City.
Florida, stand up.
Looking into your crystal ball, what players currently on the basketball roster will still be there at the beginning of next season?
Well, you want to go first? Because to me, it's easier for me to predict who's not going to be on the team than it is for me to say who will.
I think go ahead. If you
The rumor was, I heard from a good source, somebody I trust, Chase Harler planned to transfer before this season started, and he was talked into staying. I don't think Chase Harler's back. He plays with a lot of heart and intensity, but he hasn't been seeming to do what everybody wants him to do. Hug seems to like him. He plays a lot, but I would bet Harler's not back.
I don't know because I feel like
and judging based on Harler's face when he heard Huggins yelling at somebody outside of after the Tennessee game.
I think the main thing is playing time, and the dude is getting a lot of playing time.
So we're East and West.
And yeah, but we're talking about 2 different things there.
That's true.
And here,
That's
and
true.
here with Chase Harler, this dude leaves his guts on the court. He plays defense. He hustles. He's probably one of our best defenders. So
he's definitely a leader. He's a vocal leader.
I would be surprised if Harler. I think you're sorry. I think you're dead wrong with the Harler.
Okay, so that's where we diverge. Next person, the guy who already lost his scholarship, and then tripped somebody during a game, doesn't get very many minutes and doesn't do much when he does. I think Logan Rout is out.
Normally, if there was only 1 or 2 spots, Logan Rout I feel may have been out. But considering Issa and Harris is gone, Sags is not going to be there. You're going to need some
you're
big.
Sure Sags won't be back? Because there's talk of a medical redshirt now.
I hope he comes back.
There's talk of a medical redshirt.
But there's a chance he doesn't come back. And if he doesn't, what big bodies? I know we have a few.
Culver, Gordon, Oscar Schwebwe.
He's coming back in.
And if Sags is back, there's 4 big men right there.
Yeah, but if Sags doesn't, I'm just saying Logan may be an important part if we don't have enough bodies.
But if you're Logan Rout, do you want to stay in a situation that's been so frustrating? You don't have a scholarship, and I mean, like, do you not want to go get a scholarship somewhere?
Looks like some scholarships just opened up.
That's true.
I mean, you can only bring in so many people. I feel like some scholarships may have just opened up. That's just my opinion.
And Gen B's on here. You're right. Issa wasn't playing like he wanted it at all. Jordan, what's the next one?
Here's the thing. Joseph Kennedy says, is it Joseph? Yeah, Joseph Kennedy talks about Trey Dooms getting more play time. I hope he gets more play time.
How do you burn the red shirt and not get more play time? I don't get it.
And he showed some sort of spark. Now maybe he's not.
And he's trying. He's not. It's not like he's whether you're good or not. You're trying.
Yeah.
I mean, we stink. And when I say we stink, don't say I'm bashing the team. Bobby Huggins, legend Huggins, Coach Huggins, Hall of Fame Huggins said we suck.
And there's a different. You know what's so funny? If a fan says we stink, they're bashing. They're not real Mountaineers. They should never be here.
Yep.
Huggins says it. It's now it's like, what are you going to say? Huggins himself said it.
He said it more than once.
And
he said it was his fault.
And there's times when coaches don't say it, but they feel it and they think it. So I don't have a problem with fans saying we stink if, in fact, we stink. Now, I have a problem with them bashing kids and making personal attacks. But if you look on TV and that's what you see, or in the games, that's what you see, and nobody who's watched Mountaineer basketball this year can have you are over-the-top homer if you have any other feelings, then this team is garbage.
Nick Laverty with the Heat. Chase Harler averages 25 points a game in the Mountain East next season.
That's funny.
Yeah, Chase Harler, Chase Harler, that kid's got heart. He's a 304 kid. He's a nice kid. I just don't think he fits on next year's team. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't think he's Nick Laverty now with a question that is absurd. Can this team make the NIT? This team wasn't making the NIT with Wes and Issa. This team might not have made the NIT with Sags and Beetle. It's definitely not making the NIT now.
Now,
We might not win another game this season. I'd be surprised.
Now they
Just
say
on numbers and depth alone.
they do say addition by subtraction, and we talked about this before. When was the last time a player like really got kicked off the team who was a leader?
I'll be honest, I don't personally remember.
Remember 2004? I was trying to get you to say the
Drew
name.
Shafino.
Drew Shafino. I told him that before. Drew Shafino got kicked off. Beeline told him hit the road. He was a leading scorer.
And I was mad at Beeline. I was like, this dude better know what he's doing.
And things,
turns out he did.
And things turned around from there. Is that the case this time?
Jem B's showing love, by the way.
I'm not sure.
She's showing love.
I'm not sure if that's the case this time. I hope it is, because the truth is, really can't get worse at this point.
William Hanning says
Really
NIT
can't.
for the brand. I am still going to stick to my bet that we lose every game the rest of the season, then go on a tear in the Big 12 conference championship, and make it as an at-large automatic bid for the big dance. That's my bet. That's the money. Well, I'm not going to gamble on it.
I think
But I'd say that's what's going to happen.
I think
it's going to be one for the record books. It's going to be
the
historic.
only way is if somehow Napper goes into like super man, how am I keep forgetting these people's names?
Super Saiyan?
No, yeah, like a Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
No, the dude down in Charlotte from Kemba Walker type run.
Yeah, he'd have
where
to.
he just takes
Yeah, he'd
over
have to. He'd have to.
and score, and he has to average over 30 points a game.
That's one of the greatest performances I ever saw in a tournament. By the way, Jay, while we talk about Super
Shabazz
Saiyan,
Napier. I ain't
yeah,
thinking
he
about
did.
you either.
Rep. Vegeta or Goku at their peak.
This is non-debatable.
Goku or Gohan.
Now, if you want to talk about whose personality do you like more, it's different. It's the good and evil, the nice guy, and
Nice guys finish last.
and the tough guy, and Vegeta cracks me up the way he changed over time. But it's Goku. Goku's the GOAT, and Goku would whip Superman. Quit playing.
Sean Burke says only way we make the tournament is if Napper goes full AI mode. Corey Turner. Corey Turner says, does Jason McElwain have any eligibility?
That's so funny.
See, look. Michael Jordan had the flu game. Serena Williams had the pregnancy tournament. I have the undiagnosed viral/bacterial infection that would kill normal people. At the very least, put them in the hospital, but jump powering through. Because mama didn't teach nobody to lay down. I'm standing up for the RVK. I'm standing up for y'all, for the Raspy Voice Mountaineers. Even though I'm finna die, I'm powering through. And I hope y'all appreciate that.
Mountaineer fans, when's the last time we seen something like this where
He got it too.
we're almost to March and nobody could care. Nobody cares at all.
You know what? No, I disagree. I think that this season has become a soap opera, and we don't care about on the court, but it's off the court. And the thing is, the NBA is the same way.
I'm talking about March. That has nothing to do with our team. March
Jeremy,
Madness, we be gearing up. I be watching other teams so I could get ready to pick my bracket. I be trying to stay up and watch Gonzaga a little bit. Like, are they for real out there?
Jeremy,
watch some West Coast
they,
teams.
They said it last year. They said we've been around for 20 years now. People need to start saying our name right. It's Gonzaga.
All right.
And Jeremy's still like, I don't care.
I'm saying, look, I do what I want
Be
to do.
glad
okay?
we even say your name.
All these people talking, all this stuff about me.
Why they just let me live? Tell me why. It's a medication problem.
I'm hoping it's something.
But anyway, all right. Next question: does hot dog go on does ketchup go on hot dogs?
You'll see. Thursday, our podcast comes out. We talk about it. I feel like this is a no-brainer.
No, but
It's
I
a
want
no-brainer.
them to chime in. What do you guys say? What do you guys say? Does ketchup go on hot? Hey, real quick. I don't know. Somebody, by the way, Jeremy, did I tell you? Somebody did a rendition of Grundy County Auction. I said the RVK doesn't mean rendition of Grundy County Auction. And somebody said video or it didn't happen. And I said, look, you're not going to just call me out. So I went down to the Grundy County Auction. And I saw something I just had to have. My mind said that I should proceed with caution. My heart said, man, make a bid on that.
This is what I said. I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd do anything to make it mine on mine. I'll be here and be at your beck and call. Well, I
Never
ain't
seen
seen anyone looking so fine, man. I gotta have her. She's a one of a kind. I'm going once. I'm going twice.
Twice. Sold to the man in the second row. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10. I know she got ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm about to kiss my.
Oh, goodbye. It's funny because he said.
He said what?
Okay. Is it Colin? Hey, you're on with RVK. This is Jeremy. What's up?
Hello.
How are you? You're on with RVK.
Well,
Who is this?
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
They heard us.
Yeah.
I thought they said funky. They weren't saying funky? No. Yeah, I thought you were saying funky.
No, he was. That was tight. That was a tight
So the
beat.
FCC won't let me be.
Won't let me be me, so let me see. What?
They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. There are no rules on YouTube, but there are rules from the Raspy Voice kids. You probably can't say what that man was just saying. Probably a kid.
There's all kinds of people raining in on the hot dogs. Jen B says slaw, no ketchup.
Oh, man.
Jennifer Begley says mustard and ketchup, which I respect.
Trevi
Mustard and
Trev
ketchup.
says,
That's
heck yeah, ketchup goes on hot dogs. My bad, Jay.
No, you're okay. No, you definitely have to.
Stephen Arthur said, if you had to pick Holgerson or Neil Brown. Listen, I prefer to pipe it up.
There you go. That's a Neil Brown reference. That's what we want to see. It's easy to say.
Harry, how dare you say leave the singing to Mikey? What we got? Let me see. I'll read. Let me see. Okay. So Jared from Panama again, Panama City, says, you guys said the GOAT was overused. I completely agree. Only player I feel it can be associated with Jordan, Brady, maybe Tebow in college. Thoughts. Tebow is not the GOAT.
Tebow is definitely not the GOAT.
No, don't say definitely.
I will say definitely not the
Tebow
GOAT.
went to 2 national championships.
Good for
He won
Tebow.
1 Heisman. His year after the Heisman
Nice.
was better than the
Cool.
Heisman he won.
Awesome.
Tebow gave one of the greatest speeches I've ever heard when it looked like blood was all over him. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was a great speech.
I'm just saying. So I'm not acting like he can't be discussed in a GOAT conversation, but he's not my GOAT.
I'm sorry. You know what? Look, I'm going to talk about somebody that I gave respect because he was a stud, but
Corey said not funky.
because but because he played Miami in 2001 and got blasted in the national championship. But Eric Crouch, the way he took over college football with that triple option and the toughness, I just thought that was amazing.
Yeah,
and he won
Tom
a Heisman.
Osborne was a genius. You're right. Tom Osborne.
I'm just saying it was legit. Chris Leak started over Tim Tebow. Now, granted, he was a freshman, but the first time they won the national championship game, that was a Chris Leak team. So I have a hard time giving somebody as much credit when the year before
Chris Leak was a 5-star quarterback and he was a senior.
he was a stud.
And
I'm
he was
just
a
saying.
senior.
That's what. But I'm saying
and,
greatest
and
ever.
Tebow still split time with him
I'm
as a true
saying
freshman.
no. He went run packages. What I'm saying is Tebow's greatness. You talk about Tom Osborne. I'm saying it was a system in Florida. That's
And
what
they
that
also had. They
They had everybody.
They had killers,
They had
drug dealers,
they had
racists.
They had
Riley Cooper.
everybody
Don't
down
forget
there.
Riley Cooper. Everybody talks about Aaron Hernandez killing people. Riley Cooper was N-wording people to death. So don't forget about everybody that was there. But that's a crazy collection. Jesus freak Tim Tebow, drug dealer killer Aaron Hernandez. You had Percy Harvin, to me, a bigger version of Tavon Austin, but couldn't stay on the field because of migraines and also famously did not practice. What else we got? And no, forget you, Ari, saying Mikey was a talented one. We love Mikey. M to the legend, R.I.P. By the way, cannot be replaced. But me and Jeremy got a little something.
He's in it. Oh, is it Kyle Peel? He's talking about how the NBA is pretty much the best super team. Yeah. So?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. And it's not actually, it's to the league's detriment. Like the only thing the league has going is everybody wants to know who's getting traded where. You know what I mean?
I think right now you're in a transition, and there's always eras, and things transition. It'll work its way out.
But there's no battle. That's my thing.
I'm saying I feel like it's just give it time to manifest itself the way it should be. Now, granted, the Knicks are making everybody look great. Teams like the Knicks, please look. I'm sorry, I hate to
fire
switch
Dolan,
but we gotta say this, and I
hate James Dolan.
I'm asking just for anybody. Can we please get Kemba off the Hornets? He is the greatest player that nobody's ever watched play.
You want Kemba play for the Knicks?
I want him playing anywhere but the Hornets. He is one of the NBA's best players. Listen to the way everybody else talks about him. Listen to the way LeBron, everybody talks about Kemba, how amazing he is. Stephen A. talks about how incredible he is. I don't think I've ever seen Kemba play in my life.
So underrated point guards. Let's go. Kemba Walker, what's his name? Mike Conley.
Okay.
My favorite is what's his name at Portland. I keep want to say Damon Stoudemire, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
The rapper.
What'd you get all them dimes?
Yeah, what's his name?
Damian.
Damian Leonard.
Yeah.
All right, Sean Burke. Kemba needs to come play with Book and Ayton in Phoenix. Yeah, it's not gonna matter. They're a dumpster fire anyway. Somebody look.
Phoenix is getting better.
Sloler. Sloler. I'm gonna say her name. Jeremy. He wants to know who's our AAF team. You know what my AAF team is? Whoever has the most Mountaineers. Terrence Garvin did his thing, by the way. 2 interceptions, 1 to the house.
Hey, let's be honest. What's AAF?
American Alliance of Football.
Okay.
By the way, this is something cool that the AAF does. So it's run by, what's his name? Bill Polian. Bill Polian is one of the executives. This is going to end up being an NFL farm team because if you watch, it's all people that are from the NFL. Yeah, well, it's not like the XFL. It's going to be an NFL farm system. And it makes sense. So Bill Polian's an executive. What they do is they take your team, whatever team that you're on, they base it on where you went to high school and college. So Bama players, but it's also they combine your last NFL team. That way the advantage isn't all to Bama since so many other players.
No, I mean, that's really cool.
It's a cool concept. And it also, the other thing it does,
it's a great concept.
It keeps people interested. So the teams closest to us are going to have Mountaineers on it. I mean, it's really smart, to be honest. And also, they don't call penalties for hits the way they do in the NFL. I personally, and they make about $75,000 a year.
Have you ever watched AAF?
I watched the highlights.
Okay, that's the thing. Look,
but the AAF beat all NBA ratings on its opening night.
Did it good,
which is pretty good. Like,
look, I'm all about it. I'm the kind of person when it comes to sports or when it comes to video games, you have to prove it to me, and then I'll start watching.
Damian Lillard,
once it starts getting hot, I'll be all about it. I'll be watching it. If there's Mountaineer players in there, I'll pay a little bit more attention. But until people check off and start saying, "Hey, it's fire."
Well, look, no, people are saying it's fire. People are talking about the hits. People are saying this is actual football. And Christian Hackenberg looks the same as he did in the NFL. So,
right.
Perfect. Somebody did ask, what have we heard about the uniforms? We interviewed Shane Lyons today, so you're going to have to listen to him closely. We asked him about the uniforms. So you're going to have to wait. It's actually not even coming out this Thursday. It'll come out next Thursday on the next podcast because we had so many interviews. We interviewed Sean Kovich, the golf coach. Last Thursday, we interviewed Eric Martin, so that'll come out on this episode. But we asked Shane Lyons specifically about black uniforms. You want to listen to this. Don't miss what the man says.
Matt Ashley brought up Kyler Murray. And he's asking the question. He's going to Arizona. I don't know where he's going. But what do you think about this decision? I'm actually meant to talk to you about this. What do you think about this decision of Kyler Murray?
The best answer is I saw a tweet that said, in today's edition is, boy, what the heck you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
He has to pay back $1.29 million.
Which is...
He loses a guaranteed MLB contract.
No, not a big deal.
To go play a sport where your contract is not guaranteed in most cases. Depends on how you negotiate.
I think go ahead.
He's small, so the likelihood he gets hurt increases exponentially.
So pretty much what's happening is he decided, I like getting hit, and I like making less money because football players make less money than baseball players.
They make less money. It's not guaranteed.
But I think the difference is you got to do what you're passionate for, and you got to do what you love.
He clearly loves football.
And he loves football. How long will he love football? How many hits will it take for him not to let him love? Because here's the truth.
Go ask Pat White.
In West Virginia, West Virginia.
Pat White could have played baseball too.
At Oklahoma.
Tim Tebow is different than him, but
yeah.
The other thing I think you're forgetting, there's two things you're not thinking about. One, you can play football, fail, and go play baseball.
True.
You can't play baseball for 5 years and then go play football. Nobody does it in the NFL. I mean, who can you name anybody who's done it?
I've never seen it.
Next thing you're forgetting.
The other thing is, go ahead.
Next thing you're forgetting. The Arizona Cardinals have the first pick. Who's their coach? Cliff Kingsbury.
Oh, that's
right.
What
did Cliff Kingsbury say about 6 months ago? He said if he was an NFL coach, he would take Kyler Murray number one. If Kyler Murray comes out and is willing to give $1.29 million back, what are the chances he already knows he's going number one? What are the chances he's already negotiated some sort of a contract or agreement with the Arizona Cardinals?
But you know what? Maybe,
what are the chances he has the same agent as Cliff Kingsbury?
I don't know. I don't know.
100% he has the same agent as Cliff Kingsbury. Does he? Yes. Those are the things people aren't thinking about. You got to read between the lines and see what's really going on. Because on paper, it makes no sense to turn down guaranteed money in a sport with less contact to take not guaranteed money in a sport with guaranteed contact.
Ferguson says he should have played baseball. He's 5'8". Hey, go check to see how tall Drew Brees is.
He's taller than 5'8". Kyler
Drew
Murray's
Brees,
not, I wonder
Drew
if Kyler
Brees,
Murray's
they
5'8".
list Drew Brees at like 6 foot. At most, he's probably 5'10". And by the way, you're right. Kyler Murray is 5'6".
That's what I was about to say.
He's not even 5'8".
Because
That's a lie.
They list Kyler Murray, I think, at
He's
5'10".
No, he's when you have your helmet on, he's 5'10".
Helmet and cleats
Yeah.
on concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Kyler Murray is tiny. He's also
tiny.
one of the most electric players I've ever seen in my. I said during the season, before the Oklahoma game, I said I've never been so afraid of a 5'4" baseball player with a football in his hand as I am for tonight. And he went and did his thing like
Sean Burke says Cliff came out today and said that Rosen's his guy. Look, Lincoln Riley also said he wasn't recruiting any other any quarterbacks to Oklahoma to come and start either. Coaches say all kinds of stuff. You say what you have to say till you get what you want.
Yep.
That's the bottom line. So even if he did say that,
until you have a general manager who says no, we believe in
Yeah.
Josh Rosenberg. But I'm telling you, the fact that they have the same agent, the fact that he made such a strong decision before the draft even happened. Real quick, Samuel Bell said, "Hey, Raspy Voice kids, did you make that Tennessee video on YouTube? Are you asking? Because if you are, we are. We're the ones who made the Why We Hate Tennessee video. And we stand by it. It's our most watched video of all time, by the way. It's some of the work it's the work I'm probably most proud of. I feel like we came with the heat. Jeremy with the lay down and roll over, classic RVK line.
the thing is too, why can't Kyler just do both? We just watched that Deion 30 for 30.
Kyler said he's not doing both.
Because people are haters.
No, but he
like
said
Deion said, Deion's like, people
Plus,
are
you
trying to
can't-
paint me
'cause
as
you-
selfish.
Yeah, but you have to remember Deion played for
because he was. but-
Deion played for the Falcons and the Braves.
True.
That's not the same as Oakland and Arizona. But
well, maybe he goes. I was gonna say the Raiders. They're not Oakland anymore.
or it could be Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not the same town. I don't think. I could be wrong. Real quick, Nick Lafferty, what are your thoughts on Kareem Hunt to the Browns? This is important to me. Kareem Hunt kicking that woman is not the same as Floyd Mayweather beating up his wife. It's not the same as Tyreek Hill throwing his pregnant girlfriend down the stairs. It's not the same thing as Ray Rice punching that girl in the elevator. It's not okay. It is not okay. But when you listen to the details, there's clearly more to it than what we were initially told. With racial epithets, physical violence on her part, and also doing illegal activity in his presence. Does that make it okay? No, it is not okay. But it is not the same as the other events that we're used to. The man missed half a season, and I think he paid his penance. And he's going to get more than that when he comes in the league because there's no way he gets away with not having a suspension.
No, and I agree.
So that's money he lost. It's not like he wasn't punished.
Yeah, violence like that either way is unacceptable. I feel like you should never put your hands on a woman, and also, I mean, a woman shouldn't put her hands on a man. But I do think that there's differences in these athletes who get in trouble for this. And like you said, the Ray Rice, the proof is in the video.
Yeah.
She's cowering away and trying to get away from it.
And he comes back after his friend tried to hold him back.
It was terrible. So all I'm saying is everything is not 100% the same. So Kareem Hunt wasn't guaranteed a ban for life like other people were.
Instead, he was just forced to play for the Browns. So
yeah, they gave him a
gets a
worse punishment.
Baker got his punishment.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just
Hey, by the
saying
way,
every circumstance is a little bit different.
Samuel Bell, the videos we make, we talk trash, man. We talk trash is what we do. I'll show you how to do this, son. But that said, you're right. Y'all got us in basketball. Y'all got us good in basketball.
But that's what's supposed to happen,
That's
okay?
what's supposed to happen. We dish it out, but we take it. So props to Tennessee.
And
props to Rick Barnes.
Yeah, props
to
to
Admiral, whatever his last name is.
and
Admiral Nelson, is that his name?
Admiral Nelson.
Props to them because they did their thing. They represented.
No, absolutely. Hats off. But you may say, well, in football, y'all are supposed to beat us. But the difference is y'all in the SEC. That's what y'all always say.
You have top 20 classes every year.
I say big boy football. So, like, all the noise that was being talked, we had something for you. This year, I mean, in basketball, I mean, who didn't see it coming? I know we made that video, and I was hoping. I was really hoping.
All right, we got a question real quick. How do you think the offense will be? He says, how do you think the offense will be run next season? Will we be a run-heavy team? Would it be smart for Huggins? Well, let's start with that. What do you think our offense will be this season?
Oh, we talked about it before. These guys are very good at doing what works. So I know he likes to throw the ball, but he also down there at Troy ran the ball a lot. It depends on what our strengths are. If our offensive line is a strength and we can run the ball, he's going to run the ball. If our receivers are killing it, he's going to pass the ball. I don't think they're going to be caught in this one little, because there's certain coaches who, if they love throwing the ball, if they're air raid, they're throwing the ball. It don't matter what defense you're in.
Yep.
I don't feel like Neil Brown and his staff are that way. They are more of dissecting coaches where they're going to take what you give them and excel that way.
Which is how you should live life. By the way, it was Admiral Schofield, not Admiral Nelson. Somebody said that's a rum. So you see where our mind is.
Got you.
All right, the next part of the question is, would it be smart for Huggins to start the freshmen and just let them play out the rest of the season and get experience under their belts?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to see what you have. How do you know what you have unless you let them play? Because practice and a real game are a lot different.
Yep.
Sometimes you can see, but it's good. Right now, the season's over. We have nothing to play for. Get them out there. Let them play. See what works.
Let them build chemistry. That's the biggest thing to me.
And confidence.
Chemistry and confidence to me is the biggest thing. And Huggins knows more about basketball. He'll forget more about basketball than I'll ever know. So I'm not sitting here pretending like I know more than him. But to me, this is a very obvious thing. Let the young guys play. You burn Trey Doom's red shirt. So the guy loses a whole season for what, 13 minutes? Let the guy play. But we'll see what Coach Huggins does. It's his program. I mean, the guy's won 850 games. What are you going to say to Coach Huggins? He's going to do what's best. And hopefully he does what's best. Jeremy, by the way, did you know we have the number 10? We have a top 10 athletic budget for basketball. Oh, wait, is it for football? Recruiting budget.
No, I didn't know.
I think it's either football or basketball. And we're like top 50 for – I think we're top 50 for football, top 10 for basketball.
I'm telling you, I don't know how long that's been, but I will say Sugar Shane and them boys and the men up there in West Virginia who run the program, our athletic, our AD, they're killing it. They're killing it. The upgrades that, granted, Oliver Luck started some of this stuff, and Shane's just finishing it, but they're also starting a whole lot of new programs where they're really upgrading. What they're doing up there is really, really big up there in Morgantown.
So the question is, are we getting top 10 results from a top 10 recruiting budget?
Look, well, sometimes you got to make adjustments, which you see.
We have 3 Sweet 16s in the last 4 years.
Oh, you're talking about basketball. Okay.
Yes.
I was talking about football. Football, you make adjustments.
3 Sweet 16s in the last 4 years. That's not the same as top 10 finishes.
That's true. But I feel like you look at other teams. There's plenty of other teams. I think if you look at our record and our history, aside from the national championship, we've been pretty successful. And every so often we make a run there to the Elite Eight. For me, I'm not saying I'm satisfied. Obviously, you can continue to grow. But as Mountaineer basketball fans, things have been pretty good. Now this year, of course, this year's the anomaly. This year is terrible by all means. But years on before that, even last year, if you look at, and I know it woulda, coulda, shouldas, but the truth is we play anybody other than Villanova, because even in that Villanova game, we actually hit our stride the games before that. We played like we should have been playing. We blew out the teams we should have blown out. We get to Villanova. We played good. Actually, we played Villanova better than anybody.
Yes, we did.
They won the national championship with ease. The only game they actually had a tough game was West Virginia. If we're in any other bracket, we're at least going to the Final Four. But you got to play the bracket you're in, so that's what happened.
Well, William Hanning asked about the transfer portal. William, are you talking about – thank you, Layden, that's my son. Is there any chance we get a kid from the transfer portal immediately? I don't know if you're talking about football or basketball. There is a defensive lineman who, or maybe it's an offensive tackle from Auburn, I think, who just declared he's going to transfer. He's in transfer portal. Of course, we could use him with Yadni Kajust being gone. And even though he was a center in Matt Jones, he transferred. He's at Youngstown State now. So it would be nice to get another offensive lineman if that's what you're talking about.
Was Samuel Bell the dude from Tennessee?
I don't know. Samuel Bell, are you the guy who made the video? Yeah, I think he is.
Because he said, hey, Raspy Voice kids, how many national championships the West Virginia and basketball men's team?
Samuel Bell, you don't want to talk about anything.
No.
You guys spend so. We talked about this already. You've got a huge budget. You've got all that history and tradition. And what do you have? Disappointment every single season. It's not about the coach. You get a new coach every 3 to 4 years.
No. He said basketball.
Okay, in basketball, who cares? What have you done in basketball? Have you been to 3 Sweet 16s in the last 4 years? How many Final Fours, Jeremy? Will you tell them?
0.
Please stop talking to us if you're talking trash. We do this. Okay, you might do it for fun. We do this for a living. So, like we always like to say, grow up or get growed up.
Being number one is great right now, but we know how this finishes because you guys have made it to one Elite Eight in your entire program history.
Yeah.
0 Final Fours.
So tell Admiral Schofield, go pour him some Admiral Nelson, because that's what he's going to need when he's disappointed yet again, like the rest of Knoxville.
Okay. I see you, son. Getting turned up.
No, I'm serious. Look, I'm serious. I'm turned up. I'm about to do this. Look, I got an infection. It might be an infection, viral.
Nah, go. You can go and take the whole screen.
No, I'll do this. I'm gonna do this like this. So I'm gonna do it like this. It's like a Tupac video on squatting. When I first started, this was all about Tennessee and then Vols. But now we about to do it like this. Forget Samuel Bell. Forget Admiral Nelson. Forget Tennessee, Knoxville, and anybody else associated with them. But we just doing this all in love. You know I love you.
There you go. A little impromptu off my chest.
All the way off my chest.
Why I Hate the Vols Volume 3.
Volume 3 exclusive. DJ Clue.
It's gonna be like the Blueprint. Just gonna keep making volumes. Blueprint after
Like Corey
blueprint.
Turner said, put a jersey on.
Put a jersey on.
Get a microphone.
How great was that? I'm telling
That's
you,
one of
that's
the top 10.
And I remember people like, "What? Look at him act." No, he didn't say he did get his face.
He went to shake his hand.
And dude got the
The
attitude.
coach got the
You
attitude.
want to be tough. You want to be tough. Put a jersey on. He
So
could
let's
because he
do-
could have said, "Meet me outside," or "Let's do this now." He could have
Well,
said
like I
anything.
told the lady when I worked at Steak and Shake, this is not appropriate to talk about now, but give me your address and we can discuss this peacefully where you are.
Yeah.
Real quick. Top three interview moments for you, Jeremy. I know my top 3 right now.
I think they're the same 3 as everybody. I like on top of the head. Just comes down to playoffs.
That's good.
You know,
What's his name?
you play to win the game.
That's good.
I'll say my last one. Go ahead.
My number 1 interview moment is no, I'm not gonna go number 1. I'll go 3.
I'm gonna give you my number 1. I give you my last 2.
Practice.
Ah,
We're talking
see,
about practice.
you'll steal
That's
my
in
practice.
there. Bart Scott.
Not the game.
Bart
Not
Scott.
the game. I remember they came out there later on. They were like, the thing about Iverson is he was intoxicated during the interview.
What?
First of all, he's not playing the game right now. He's a grown man. Why are you so irritated? Like I said, he didn't say anything wrong. He said
because interviews are part of his job, Jeremy. Are you allowed to show up
Okay.
to your job intoxicated?
Oh.
Okay.
I'm just saying. All he said was practice. We talk about it, not the game.
All right, so that's on my list. Number 2, this is just off the top of my head. Number 2 is Bart Scott. Can't wait. Number 1,
That was close. Yeah.
Number 1, Joe Namath trying to kiss Susie Colbert on Monday Night Football. You're pretty. I want to kiss you. No matter what she asked, he was ignoring it because he was drunk as could be, and he was like,
Was it, you said the question was interviews?
and that was an interview.
Okay. Because my number 1, as a true mountaineer, she said,
Oh,
I saw all his states.
He's gonna get me.
In red.
So since when did Owen Smith come from Mississippi with that accent you just gave?
No, you distracted me. I don't know. He's from Maryland. That's right. He's from Maryland.
Yeah.
Anyways, Owen Smith's speech afterward. Here's this dude rugged, and he starts crying, and the music starts playing, and the band lights up, and it's just magical. It's one
Pure
of the best.
emotion.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best.
Pure emotion.
One of my favorite sports moments, and you don't get better than this because it's raw, real emotion, is Jordan hugging the trophy, his hat kind of coming off, and him just crying as he's holding the world championship trophy. That's one of my favorite moments in itself.
Samuel Bell, you think Admiral what's the name? Admiral Schofield, you think he's better than Allen Houston? But anyway, I'll let you answer that because I'm asking. Allen Houston, for me, is the best Tennessee player I remember. Also a former Knick, so I might be biased. Jeremy, real quick, as far as
Will go. That sounds like that hasn't happened yet. Tennessee will go to their first Final Four.
okay, so what are you going to give us if you don't go? Put your money where your mouth is. It don't have to be money. Let's do push-ups. You got to make a video.
What is up with push-ups? He always trying to go
Because
push-ups.
it's a question of manhood. You want to put something on the line? We're not putting money on the line, so let's put some manhood on the line. Let's see you do the push-ups.
Put some manhood on. Okay.
Okay. What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do? Give us ice cream? What do you want to do? Give us some food? What do you want him to do?
What's he going to do? He ain't going to do nothing.
He'll do a video of push-ups. We got him right here. Everybody sees him in the live chat.
Samuel Bell, you'll do some push-ups?
Turd Ferguson just got hammered with Owen once. He's the dude. Who hasn't gotten hammered with Owen Smith?
Tell him what Pat said when he was on there about. He said,
Pat
I've
McAfee
never
said, yeah, he's never seen anybody lift more. He's never seen anybody drink more. He said he's just a machine of a human being. And if you haven't seen that, check out the Raspy Voice Kids interview with Pat McAfee. The other thing is, go follow us on Twitter. RVK Live is a new one. RVK Gear, RVK Blog. Those are our new handles out there right now. So go check those handles out. Follow them, please. We do follow back. Show us some love. That way you can get the updates on Jeremy's blog that he's been writing. You get the updates on the gear that we have for sale. We have stickers for sale. We got T-shirts for sale. No hoodies, but that's what we have for sale. And also you get an update on our tour events. You have the Call In Show. We're going to be at Charleston Sports Pub in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, which is basically Charleston, hosted by the Low Country Ears and the RVK for November 16th. Kansas State Wildcats, be there or be square. So if you're in the area, show up. If you're not, get there. It's going to be a blast.
We're getting a lot of these good interview things. The one person said, they are who we thought they were.
That's a good one.
Dennis Green is great.
Dennis Green's great.
Trev says, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
That's a great one.
So well thought out.
That's my quarterback.
No,
that's another great one.
No, what was going on with him?
Like, because they were talking about.
I remember, but somehow his medication get switched or something. Like crying. I'm dead serious. Dude broke down. I mean, it's Terrell Owens talking about his quarterback after a game with the freshest set of glasses you ever seen. That's my quarterback. Like I'm really T.O.
Yeah, but I mean, he was his quarterback.
All right. Well.
But yeah, who else? What else you got there? Denny Green, RIP for sure. Of course, we watched Uncle Lou. I was on Crazy Uncle Lou. Crazy Uncle Lou is a legend. Shout out to Crazy Uncle Lou. Shout out to the SEC. Go Dogs for the SEC. Shout out to them. And the Vol Roadshow, they made fun of us. He took our video that we made on Why We Hate Tennessee. He made a parody of it. It was fantastic. We laughed. We gave him props. We included it, a link in the bio. We talked about it, and we've talked to him since. And he was a good loser because when we whipped their tails in football, he did a live call-in show. He admitted we were the better team. He played Country Roads. Respect to Vol Roadshow. Love that dude. Nothing but respect and class to him. My favorite Vol fan that well, no, that's not true. I know some good Vol fans. You got me? You got me? They clean me up. And Crazy Uncle Lou, man, he's fantastic. Crazy Uncle Lou, or as he calls it, LouTube. I mean, he's hard to beat. He's hard to beat. We're trying to be like him, man. That dude's real. He's a legend.
Sean Burke, and this second time he said it, I saw it, then I forgot about it. But he's talking about the upgrades that we're making to all the facilities, which, like I said, we're doing big things. Then he asked, is a move to the ACC next, which is, 23 or 2025, I believe.
Yeah, I can't remember if the grant of rights end in 23 or 25.
I don't believe the ACC is where we're going. I firmly believe that when the doorbell rings, the phone calls start being made, we're going to answer it to the SEC. But that's just my opinion.
No, I agree with Jeremy. I think we end up at SEC. Culturally, we're an SEC school. We fit in that East with Kentucky, with Vanderbilt, with Tennessee. Geographically, it makes sense.
1 second, Jordan, taking pictures. Let me.
You got it? Oh, there you go.
my good side.
This is a candid, y'all. This is just a candid picture he's taking.
Got to suck in that.
No, we got it.
Make sure you get some elevation to that.
I'm going to check. Jeremy, you keep talking. I'm going to check real quick. Now, Jeremy, while Jeremy posted up, while he's stunned, I'm going to just do my stunt. I'm going to stunt just a little bit. While Jeremy's doing that, I'm going to check to see if we have any calls.
We don't. I'm on.
Oh, my bad. Okay. All right.
Oh, Nick Lafferty says, does straight cash homie count as an
100%
interview?
counts. And I take back the other thing.
That's the best.
Yeah, that's the best.
I don't
ever.
write checks because it was off the top of the dome.
Randy, have you written the check yet? I don't write checks. Well, how you gonna play your fine? Pay your fine. Straight cash, homie.
Brandon, do you want to do another at the camera?
Yeah. Let me do one more. Whoa. Let me try. Am I clean? Am I clear to you? Well, one more. Am I clear
Don't
to
check.
you?
Picture me rolling.
Picture me rolling in my 500 Benz. I got no love for them Vols. There's no need to be friends. They got me under surveillance. I wish somebody would tell them. I know that they got some wins, but I ain't the one selling.
Brandon, look, this is what y'all don't know. Like, we are fun and we are happy go, and we love everybody. We love, everybody in West Virginia. But when it gets real, if we talking real sports and people try to come at us, don't get me wrong. For me, I feel like I got great comebacks. And we do this. This is what we do. We both do this.
We've been doing this. The thing about us doing this, we've been doing this since we were children.
This person over here goes 0 to 100 real quick. I will get phone calls and be like, no. Did you see this?
You guys should see how many videos I made for Twitter that Jeremy said do not post that.
Do not post that. When it comes to battling, I feel like we are both really good. I'm just saying his is a tinge of crazy. So
Sean's right. Our rivalries are in the ACC.
Yeah.
So we fit there historically, but geographically and culturally, we're an SEC.
Not
team.
geographically, because geographically, you got Pittsburgh up by us. You got Maryland. Maryland's Big Ten. Sorry.
Maryland in the Big Ten makes no sense. But it's the dumbest thing ever.
Rutgers in the Big Ten makes no sense.
Rutgers in the Big Ten makes less sense. Somebody asked if Maryland will make the Big Ten championship in the next 10 years. And my money says no. I like Mike Loxley coming up from Alabama. I do like that. I think they're going to get recruits. But you're telling me Penn State, Ohio State, and Michigan are all going to have down years. And Michigan State. They're all going to have down years at the same time for Maryland to win. Maryland's going to beat those teams because they're fighting for the same recruits. Maryland's going to beat Michigan, Penn State, Ohio State, and Michigan State for recruits enough and often, and they got to beat us? No way. I don't see it.
Man, these people going.
Maryland used to be a basketball school. That's what they should have stuck to.
These people going on like.
What they say?
No, they like I just like I'm reading these statements and I realize they look. My dude down there in Tennessee is getting it. Like people coming from. I said this guy can't even formulate sentences. It's just getting real.
All right, let's get the phone call because I want to get to Stephen Arthur. I want to get to his Pat White question after the phone call.
All right, this is RVK. Who we got?
What up, cut love.
CT Money.
Hey, do y'all ever see that Pete Weber Jr. bowling when he won with that last strike? And then he said, "That's right. Who do you think you are? I am."
Yes, and they made it 30 for 30 on him, didn't they?
Yes, he's so crazy.
Yeah, he's great. He's fantastic.
He is crazy.
He's like the Floyd Money Mayweather of bowling.
He is, but it's a different. Like he's like a. You know what? He's like Jeremy Jam.
He is Jeremy.
He's
Jam.
Jeremy Jam. If you watch
just got
Parks and Rec,
jammed.
if you watch Parks and Rec, he's this over the top, high energy. Just I don't know. He feels like a character off some kind of show.
He looks like you too a little bit.
Nah, that's 100%. Sound like you said.
Hey, real quick too. Earlier tonight at work, a guy was having a debate with me about
Wait, what is
AI.
that sound? What do we hear in your background?
I don't know. It's raining a lot here in the Berg.
Oh,
Your windshield wipers on?
yeah, that's what it is. All right, what was the debate?
Lost him.
All right, we lost you. It's okay. We'll get back with you. Sean Burke, or Stephen Arthur, Pat White in his prime in this past year's Oklahoma game. What is your opinion on the outcome?
The problem with our offense was not.
We didn't have a problem.
Excuse me. The problem with the game and the loss was not the offense. How many we scored? 54.
I would argue the problem was the offense because we gave them 2 touchdowns.
Oh yeah, but Pat.
The quarterback in the game.
Pat has turned over the ball too, though. Yeah, I mean he's turned over the ball in big games.
Pat White won every big game I can remember except for one. No, that's not true. 2.
What's the best offense we?
But in that one,
I don't know. Like
when we played Louisville with Brian Brom.
How many? But even in that game, what we won 49-42?
44. I think it was 46, 44.
That's right. This game went into the 50s. This game,
yeah,
like,
but the other team
I just don't think
the other team only scored 45 offensive points.
I don't think
our offense scored 46.
It's true. I don't think
Or
that it would have made a big difference. So
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to see Pat White answer it. And they can listen while we talk. It's hard to see Pat White losing a big game because he rarely did it. But Will Greer and the offense put on a performance. So when we only lost by 3 points, it was 1 play difference. Yeah. TJ doesn't get called for that penalty, we win. They don't call that crossing route penalty on David Sills, we win. Yeah. And 1 little difference, we win the game. So I'm not the kind of person who's looking at it like we needed some heroic effort to make a difference.
I agree.
We got somebody on the phone. By the way, if you call us, if you call ESPN, you get put on hold. You got to wait. So if you call us, we're not ESPN, but you might have to wait till we finish our thought. So we apologize for that, but just hang in there. We'll get you.
But we're here now. Who we got on the line?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up? Who's this?
Hey, man. Hey, what's good? This is Turd Ferguson.
What's up, Turd?
He better to call in.
Man, I can't really hear y'all because you're breaking up a little bit. I don't know, because it's storming down here. I live down in North Carolina. But I'm watching y'all all the way from Rockingham, North Carolina, man.
Shout out to Rockingham, North Carolina.
Represent.
Shout out to Turd Ferguson.
I put on.
Yeah, man. Yo, what is up with this cat from Tennessee, man?
All right, man. Hey, Tennessee's been talking trash. You got to think about it. When's the last time we played an out-of-conference school who wasn't a rival twice in the same season, once in football, one in basketball? So there's a little bit of there's a rivalry going on. We talked a lot of trash, and if somebody whipped me, you best believe I was waiting to come back and whip them back. So I don't blame him for coming to get a shot.
And the second thing,
I blame him for not being prepared for what he got in return.
No, and that's the thing. You got to be prepared. This is sports. This is what we do. That's why sports is so great to debate. You talk about the guy on the plane. You talk to guys, across the country.
Guys on
you
tailgate,
argue,
guys at work.
You debate, you make fun of. That's what sports is. But when you come on a message board, prepare that everybody gonna come at you. So as long as your feelings ain't soft, hey, I got no problem with him.
Don't bring no knife to a gunfight, and we got machine guns.
MGK. Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I just want to call in because y'all, man, I've been watching y'all stuff since you've been on YouTube, and y'all the truth, man. It's hard to find Mountaineer content, but I'm a diehard. I got the ear and the state outline tattooed on my arm, and I love it, man. What y'all think about next season, man? What y'all thinking? I think Neil Brown's the truth, man.
All right, we really appreciate it. We appreciate all the love and support. If you haven't, check us out on like iTunes. Or what's the other things?
We're everywhere. Spotify. We're everywhere.
Because what you get on YouTube are little segments. You can have the whole hour-long, like, real breakdown, the real podcast where we do pop culture and we do other little segments. So
go to raspyvoicekids.net. Jeremy's blog is there. You can read the articles. All of his articles are 2 minutes or less to read. And the podcast is everywhere a podcast can be found. And then you get all of the interviews we do, all the pop culture stuff we do. But, I want to say thank you, Turd, but I feel like I'm making fun of you when I do that.
Thank you, Turd.
So I'll say thank you, Mr. Ferguson. How about that?
Well, y'all keep up them Tupac references, bro. I love hearing the hit them up, man.
Hey, man, you know it.
I ain't mad at you.
You claim to be a player, but that's
all right, man, I'm going to get off here. Take it easy, bro.
That's why I went with I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
Later, cuz.
All right, man. Who else we got? Jen B, true story. What's the voicemail? Let's listen. Well,
yeah, we'll let you check it.
Jordan,
we'll let you check the
we'll keep going.
voicemail. But they're talking about Maryland and Rutgers being in the Big Ten for their markets, and which is true. But
did you see what Samuel Bell said?
Nah, I missed it.
Hey, shout out to Samuel Bell. Nah, he's getting curb stomped right now. This is like a dude getting jumped by 15 people.
Man, you violent. You say curb stop, knives and guns, and oh my.
Listen, Samuel Bell is getting his licks in. Some of us are leaving with a couple marks.
No, that's right.
Samuel Bell said, "Hey, Raspy Voice kids, one of your videos should be your season is over video." Yeah, man, we know.
Well, if you've been listening.
Yeah, if you've been listening, we talked about that already. We know. But that is funny. Samuel Bell, shout out to you, man. Salute to you. Hey, you're brave, man. You're tough. I give it to you.
It's the voicemail's good.
Okay, what's up?
Raspy Voice Kids, what's good? Do you think Pat White should be in the AAF? I think he should. I think he would kill.
All right, Jay, what do you think?
I know he's coaching right now.
Alcorn State, stand up.
If he feels like his passion is for coaching, I'd say coach. If he feels like he can still lace him up and go out there and take hits, then go play football. I think
you got to remember Pat White's in his 30s now.
I was going to say sometimes it's for them mentally to go from someplace like the NFL to a league that isn't at and let's say he doesn't need the money. I don't know his financial situation, but if he's just doing it purely because of love of the game, I don't know. That's up to him. He is 30. He is older.
Yeah, I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying why would he do it? He's doing well at Alcorn State, quarterback coach. They went to their version of the national championship.
He also wasn't Phillip Rivers, and the first thing to go when he starts getting older is some of that quickness and that bounce back, ability. So, who knows? Who knows? I think he could be successful, but that's up to him on what he wants to pursue.
Samuel Bell, if you're going to talk trash, do it right. He says Treater Mail, not his name. Tennessee will win the SEC Gourmet Championship. Good luck with your cooking. And make it to the Final Four of the NCAA tournament. Go Vols, man. So Gourmet, Treater, listen, man, step your game up. I just gave you props, and you're going to make me look like a fool with that terrible comeback? Come on, Samuel Bell. Come on. Okay? This is why I don't give people props. They just come out and embarrass you in front of first and second shift. Shout to Randy Price.
Randy B.
Our Prizzle red is the color. So, yeah. Treater Mail. Jen B. Jen B is hanging tough. Jen.
She really is, too.
Jen,
she really is.
Call, Jen. You coming strong with yours. You doing your thing. Jen B needs to call. Show love to the RVK. But what time is it? 6:53. Oh, we're almost done. I don't want this to be done. This is my favorite part of the show. Believe me, as soon as we're done with this, I'm taking medicine and collapsing on the couch. Very, very sick. It's like Jordan had his flu game. Like I said, this is basically like the flu game. Basically, this is basically like Serena
pretty much same thing.
It's basically the same thing, and it's going to be remembered that way. We don't look at it the way we did Jordan in the moment, but in the historical annals, when they do my 30 for 30, when they do the RVK's 30 for 30, you best believe this is going to be one of them nights.
I'm more excited about than the 30 for 30.
What?
The behind the what is it? That behind the lines?
Jeremy, that day in Morgantown, the honk in Morgantown. The honk in Morgantown. The honk heard round the church parking lot.
No, but it's so
will
funny.
be the
Nobody
best walk-up
even
WFG.
knows. You
Don't
don't
matter.
even know
Don't
the
matter.
story.
Here come people. Chris Hall knows. Mom knows.
The honk, and then there was
What
another one.
Oh, the leaving IHOP not on my own terms one.
That one was the one where
No, I didn't.
Brandon, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did too.
Okay, this is all going to be behind the
telling
scenes.
you.
Stop giving them. Okay,
It's gonna
Okay,
be.
these are
Tell you, it's gonna be high. It's gonna be
proprietary
high.
information. We're gonna save it.
It's gonna be high.
Turd Ferguson says, "Don't you have homework, Sam?" See, that's how you trash talk Samuel Bell. Yes, he's a troll. He's a bad troll. We stomp on trolls. We eat trolls. Like I said, he's doing it for fun. We do this for a living. So bring it. Like I said, we did this call-in show. People are like, I don't know if that's safe. People can say whatever they want. I don't care what you say. Say it. We grew up battling. That meant, you guys want to know what a battle is? Battle meant me and Jeremy get in an argument, right? Instead of fist fighting, instead of being angry, Jeremy says something mean about me. I say something mean about him. And it goes back and forth.
And there's
back
rules.
And forth like
There's
a tennis
rules
match.
to this too. There was rules.
The rule is I can't say something that I've already said.
You can't repeat yourself. You can't repeat what the other person just said. You can't wait 5 seconds. You can't laugh.
If you laugh, it's a knockout. It's a KO.
It's a knockout.
If the group laughs, it's a KO.
And if you say something that's untrue,
You
that
lose.
is also
Automatically lose.
Because so
different
usually,
terms
but the
express
thing
different
is, you had to be quick witted, and also most importantly, it taught you not to have thin skin.
You can't have thin
Because
skin.
there was nothing off limits.
And then-
There was only one real rule other than those, things. The realest rule is you cannot battle in front of girls.
Oh, you could never battle.
Because
in front of
it was real.
So
it
we
was
say
it
all
was
of that
so
to
real.
say this. Don't battle us. We've been doing it for decades.
And trust me, and this is what I always say. What you say to me,
You can't hurt my feelings.
you really are. I may think about it. I'm not going to act like I'm the G is G. Look, I may think about it for a couple hours, but what I say to you, we're not going to be friends. You're going to think about that for a long time. And when we talk about sports, it's the same way. I don't mind it. You want to pop off? You want to talk? Great. Just make sure you can take it and make sure you don't have soft feelings.
We got another text. Jet Life right. That dude is going to be the truth. He's got that swagger. He's got that attitude. I don't know what he's going to bring this year because we're deep at wide receiver. So we'll see. Dylan Spalding has been putting out some cryptic stuff. I wrote, please be about a girl. Please be about a girl. Please be about a girl. All fingers crossed. So we'll see. He said stuff like, sometimes you got to start doing what's best for you in life. Then he wrote the other day, everything's in God's hand. It's all God's plan or something like that. So,
Yeah, definitely be about a girl.
Please. Anyway, next, love the show, guys. What is your opinion on big-time college football players sitting out bowl games? It seems to be a growing trend that is going to become more of an issue with time. In my opinion, it's only a matter of time until you see college football playoff teams having guys sit. Can't blame the individual, but hate to see it. Is there a way to stop it? And that's from Rodney Cooper.
I agree with you. I hate to see it. I'd rather see him play in the game. It's just more fun. When you have all the players ready to go, it makes it more fun. You get what you paid for.
As a fan, I feel the same way.
But as in looking at these individual kids, everybody has to do what's best for them and their family. In every situation, whether it's the school or the company you work for, everybody has to make the best decision. Because here's the thing. You talk about them being your brothers. I get it. But the truth is, in 10 years, when you can't make your mortgage payment, your brothers aren't going to be paying your mortgage payment. So you have to make the best decisions for your wife and your kids or for yourself for the future, to set yourself up for the future. And that's the way I feel. Though I will say, I'm with you. I wish they would play because I enjoy watching it, but I understand why some of them don't.
My opinion on the whole thing is this. There is no other business in which we ask somebody with a diminishing asset to put it at risk for no return on the investment. You don't ask anyone else to do that. You don't ask people who are farmers. You don't ask people with car. You don't ask anybody with anything of value to risk it for nothing. They might risk it in an investment, but they don't risk it for nothing. These football players, their bodies, that is their asset. And it at some point, it declines with age and with injury. I don't blame any person who gets the expert advice from their coaches and from the NFL that says, this is your value, this is what's best for you, this is what you should do. They take that information and decide not to play. I don't like it because I, like Jeremy, want to see the best product, but I don't know what else you want them to do. It's unwise to do anything else. They don't owe us anything. They went to the school, they did their best, and we don't ask coaches to fulfill their obligations. When the coach wants to leave, he leaves. And they do it often. So I'm sorry. But All right, guys. That's it.
This is fun.
Oh, yes. Wait.